Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Is Dex and Jocelyn's marriage proposal in the works? Dex Heller and Jocelyn Jack's friendship is beginning to grow, according to General Hospital. Since there was so much danger involved, it appears that the most recent Ava Jerome rescue attempt brought Jocelyn and Dex even closer together. Jocelyn's worries about losing Dex grow more intense the more she risks losing him. Mason Gatlin would have tossed Dex over the edge if Dante Falconeri hadn't arrived when he did. So there was no doubt that Dex came dangerously close to falling down the cliff. Of course, Dex acknowledged Jocelyn's role in his survival, as she had called Dante and directed him. We have to think about where Jocelyn and Dex's love story will go next because their romance reached new heights in the. Dex has encountered life-threatening situations before, and he undoubtedly will again in the future. Jocelyn has been attempting to accept the reality that Dex will always put himself in danger, but she won't stop worrying about the day when he won't come home. The threat could worsen now that Cyrus Renault is a free man, making Jocelyn even more anxious. Dex might act bravely to convince Jocelyn that he believes in their future and plans to stick around in order to avoid arguments and rising fears on her end. Will Dex eventually get down on one knee and propose to Jocelyn, surprising her with the news? Dex might make a proposal and attempt to comfort Joss about the future, even though he and Jocelyn aren't quite ready to get married just yet. Even though the secret would surely be revealed and cause drama, it might result in Jocelyn and Dex getting engaged in secret. Spencer, Carly, since Jocelyn is still rather young and still has more education to finish, Michael Corinthos, and even Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, would have a lot to say against the concept of Jocelyn going to the altar with Dex. GH writers may give Dex and Jocelyn advice to postpone getting married, but an elopement may still happen depending on how far they want to take their romance in the upcoming months. Watch for updates on whether the burgeoning friendship between Jocelyn and Dex will be strengthened by the increasing peril, as suggested by General Hospital. Portia betrays Curtis and breaks her word by sleeping with another man? According to General Hospital, Portia Robinson had hoped to go back in bed with Curtis Ashford, but things didn't work out as she had hoped. Curtis' doctor says he should be able to engage in physical acts of lovemaking, but that doesn't imply he's ready to do so once more. In the latest GH episode, Curtis tried to explain to Portia how he feels like less of a man since he can't meet her requirements. The psychological component of everything is what's preventing Curtis and Portia from having a hot relationship. Curtis is unsure he will ever be able to satisfy Portia the way she hopes because he is having a hard time getting used to his immobility and the new physical restrictions in his life. Portia assured Curtis that she could be patient, of course. Portia acted as if she would be awkward with Curtis never being ready to do the things they used to do. However, it's no secret that characters in soap operas have been known to violate commitments and give in to temptation, especially when they're feeling dejected and alone. Curtis opened out, which made Portia feel closer to him, but if they continue to disagree about passion, the distance will likely return. Other potential causes of tension and conflict include Selena Wu's unrelenting pressure on the Savoy and Cyrus Renault's freedom now that he has returned to Port Charles. Conflict between Curtis and Portia is possible, especially if Curtis overcompensates by taking actions that he thinks would shield his family. There could be some major turmoil if Portia thinks differently and thinks Curtis is provoking further risk. Could everything be leading up to Portia seducing Curtis with a different man? It's possible that Portia will break her promise and decide she can't wait for Curtis after all. In terms of desire, Portia might have regretted giving in to someone else, but adultery is unquestionably a possibility. If Portia gets back into bed with an ex like Marcus Taggart or with a new guy, it can cause her marriage to end permanently. According to General Hospital, A threat might put Portia and Curtis' relationship in jeopardy. Spencer demands answers. Anna is shocked. Drew is surprised, and Cody is frustrated. According to General Hospital, Drew Kane will go back to Pentonville. Essen Price affirms that she is capable of caring for her son. Featured hospitals in general. Charlotte Cassadine is questioned by Laura Collins, Jenny Francis, among others. Drew Kane returned to prison from General Hospital. General Hospital spoilers indicate that despite nearly dying, Drew is going back to Pentonville. Drew causes a great deal of concern for Carly Spencer. Hospital in general, Spencer demands answers. Anna is shocked. Drew is surprised, and Cody is frustrated. Carly worries that they will complete the murder of Drew, who was nearly slain the last time he was in prison. Can Carly save Drew from jail before he commits suicide? Cody Bell remarks to Dante Falconeri that it appears that when you act morally, bad things happen. Because he cares for Sasha Gilmore and knows that she is preparing to leave, Cody has gone above and above to assist her. Will Sasha visit Cody and Port Charles again? G.H. Robert Scorpio is looking for a second chance. Esma asserts that she can take care of her son. Ace Cassadine, Jay, and Joey Clay has been cared after by Esmond and Spencer Cassadine while they have been living together. Esmond has recently been looking for a place to rent so she can leave Laura's home. Will Esmond leave, or will Spencer find a different means of keeping her there? In order to continue where he and Diane Miller left off, Robert Scorpio wants to. That might not be as simple as Robert believes, though. Michael from General Hospital threatens Nina with an SEC bombshell. Robert frequently drifts away from Diane and becomes embroiled in the drama of any of his ex-wives. Robert can be given the order to prioritize who is more essential to him by Diane. Charlotte Cassadine has questions for General Hospital Laura Collins. Following her conversation with Valentin Cassadine, Laura interrogates Charlotte. Valentin needs assistance now that Laura is aware of what is happening. Find out what happens next on General Hospital by reading this. Will Charlotte inform Laura of the gift Victor Cassadine, formerly Charles Shaughnessy, gave her? Will Laura attempt to get Kevin to contact Charlotte and attempt to reverse Victor's programming? Anna Devane questions Valentin's belief that this is retaliation. Naturally, Valentin is aware that Charlotte is mostly responsible for Anna's recent events. Will Valentin ever be honest with Anna? Spencer wants an explanation. According to rumors, Cyrus Renault will attempt to coerce Spencer into cooperating with him. Will Spencer go without looking back, or will Cyrus get his way? Unfavorable results, disputed mothers, and unintended consequences. Unintended consequences, contentious mothers, and disastrous outcomes are all jokes on General Hospital. Featured hospitals in general. Essen Prince is a combative mother, Dante Falconeri is upset at a bad ending, and Laura Collins has to deal with unintended repercussions. General Hospital frustrations and disappointments. When a guard appears in Drew Kane's room and announces that he is taking Drew back to Pentonville, Team Drew Kane experiences sadness and frustration. GH unfavorable results, arguing mothers, and unintended consequences. Alexis Davis was interviewing Judge Albert Kim as Elizabeth Baldwin watched from another location. Alexis Davis will be discouraged and Carly Spencer will be terrified. They were putting this scheme to work so that the court would be strongly encouraged to reconsider his ruling in Drew's case. However, it appears that they are either too late or Drew is in even greater danger. GH unfavorable results. As he discusses the tragic conclusion of his attempt to save Ava Jerome from Mason Gatlin with Cody Bell, Dante is irate. Especially this time when Dante saved 2 lives by shooting Mason, Cody observes that it appears that Dante does the right things with the wrong results. Dex Heller, Evan Hofer, Ava, and both of them came dangerously close to falling off a cliff as Mason snatched Ava. Dante is on administrative leave for shooting Mason, but there was little he could have done since Dex was on the ground without a clear shot and Mason was armed. Spoilers for General Hospital. Disputed mothers. Ism is at GH with her uncle Kevin Collins, John Lindstrom, by her side, and ace Prince Cassadine, Jody and Jay Clay, in her arms. She insists that she is more than capable of caring for her own son, but it appears that someone has reported her to Child Welfare Services. It's Spencer Cassadine, Nicholas Alexander Chavez, wasn't acting in accordance with his cunning Cassadine character and attempting to gain sole custody, he wouldn't have even said or done that. Could there be another party vying for custody that hasn't come up yet? When he departed Pawtucket for Geneva, Nicholas Cassadine, Adam Huss, did mention a family reunion. GH spoilers, Diane Miller and Robert Scorpio's heart-to-heart. In another scene, Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, is being flirted with by Robert Scorpio, Tristan Rogers, who is being his usual rackishly charming self. He asks Diane whether they may possibly pick up where they left off, but she doesn't seem to be sure. Every time she believes her relationship with him is progressing, he always prioritizes the demands of his ex-wife. Robert might or might not receive the response he desires because she is genuine about her refusal to share him with his ex-wives. Spoilers for General Hospital. Unintended consequences. While this is still being realized, Laura faces with the unforeseen effects of Charlotte Cassadine, Scarlett Fernandez, and Victor Cassadine, Charles Shaughnessy, getting too close. Laura quickly realized that Valentin Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart, had no idea how to deal with his adolescent daughter. Laura asks Charlotte if she is concerned about her father in an effort to elicit a response from her. Although Laura is aware that Charlotte may not be totally honest with her, she is confident that she is aware of the situation. GH spoilers. Anna Devane hears Valentin Cassadine's justification. Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, who questions Valentin about his belief that what has been occurring to her is retaliation, appears to be trying to understand what is going on in another scene. After speaking with Laura, he understood that he had weaponized Charlotte when Victor was still alive and had access to her. Charlotte is serving up Victor's vengeance on Anna. She may have even been trained to do so if and when Victor passed away. Tarot cards and post-hypnotic suggestions may be a very potent weapon, as Anna and Valentin discovered with Peter August, Wiz Ramsey. Spoilers for General Hospital. Spencer Cassadine's reaction. Isman, Ace, and Kevin are present at the incident at GH when Spencer reacts, potentially learning about it or walking in. Find out what happens next on The Bold and the Beautiful by reading this. He wants to know what the heck it was about, but he has no idea. Esmond and Ace would eventually be left on their own, as Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, had brought up in their earlier conversation. Maybe Spencer did make a move to convince Esmond to give him sole custody, and he's now acting innocent. No matter which one he is, it appears that a Cassadine is a Cassadine is a Cassadine. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.